Oh my god, I'm gonna love it. This is gonna be so freaking good. Hey guys, it's the afternoon and it's time for another vlog. So guys, I wanted to show you guys me making dinner as well as me showing you guys my homemade kale soup. Okay? So I'm going to try and not have this video be so long, but I definitely want to take it step by step and not rush, of course, food because we're getting ready to work with some chicken that I have to cook here. And of course you can't rush that. Okay, so if you're wanting to watch the full video guys, because it's going to be a little bit, let's go ahead and get started. Y'all ready? Alright guys, so I no longer cook with vegetable oil anymore. I cook with olive oil now. And I had to get a new bottle because these don't last but like maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It might last 2 weeks because I also put this in my tea as well. I will show you guys that probably tomorrow. I'll show you guys that, or maybe sometime today if I have time to get it done. But this is olive oil. This bottle I got from Food Lion, and this was $20. $20 for these bottles, and I've seen at another store it's like $30. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my eyes on. So the small pot in the back right here, this is gonna be my my rice, my broccoli and cheese rice for my family. This is gonna be family meals. These two right here are family meals. It's a family meal, and my kale is gonna be on this side. Okay, so I tried to put a lot of oil in here. But of course you want it, I want it to brown, so of course you got to put oil in it. Chicken don't make oil. And so when you boil it, you see the little oil come off the chicken. I'm like, huh? I put oil in there? It'd be crazy. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna try and talk too much, guys, because like I said plenty of times, I am a talkaholic. Okay. So guys, I have here my chicken. These are boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So they are like not completely unthawed, but they are, you know, thawed, of course. They're just, you know, maybe a little bit icy in the middle. So maybe I'm going to season them. So I'm going to season my chicken for you guys. And you guys are probably wondering why I have broth. I'm going to show you guys everything, okay? Alright guys, so here I have raw chicken. Now, you know when you're working with raw chicken, some people wear gloves, you know. But today, I don't have any gloves, so that's a big ass piece of chicken. But there are a couple pieces of chicken in here. And I decided I'm going to cook the whole bag because there's only like 4 in here. but they're so huge. But they got a little bit of fat on them. Yeah, I should have thought about this chicken. We wanted to try one that was different. And this one was, you know, it says all natural, guys. You see it? It says all natural on the bag. Oh my gosh, I hope I can see that. You see it? It says all natural, but I mean, we'll see. We're trying out a different type of chicken. And I didn't take any of my seasons out, so I gotta grab some. But I try and keep my seasons very limited. I'm going to put a lid over this because it's popping me. So, put a lid over here, and then I'm going to turn this down because that's why it's popping. I had it a little too high. So now I got to let it cool down some. So, I'm going to sit this off to the side just for a minute. Alright guys, so here I have my chicken. So, okay. So here I have my chicken, guys. And I'm going to just season these real quick because I don't like too much season on chicken. I don't like too much season on them. You know what? Give me a minute. I'm going to wash them real quick. So, just give me a minute, okay, guys? So, I washed off the chicken, guys. So, I'm going to season them real quick. So, I don't do the full sodium anymore, like the salt, like regular salt. I don't do that anymore. I literally don't. My husband's, he's okay with eating foods that are bland. But I don't make them too bland. I just try and not have a lot of sodium, you know what I'm saying? So, so this one right here is lemon pepper. And it's got salt in it. I guess 9% sodium. I'm at 9% sodium, but it's like 210 milligrams. That's a lot. I hope one of my coffee cups doesn't fall. I gotta just rewash dishes. Not rewash, but or you might as well say rewash dishes because they got messed up again as I did them this morning. So, right now I'm putting some lemon pepper. These chickens are so freaking huge. I think only 2 of these are going to fit right now. Ow. Don't you just hate when you hit your your hand touches the pot. And it's like, ow. So, I found a way, I think a lot of people already knew, that if you put the lid on the pot, it cooks faster. And it doesn't burn. Oh my goodness. I love this way now. It's amazing. It's better than having the lid off the pot, I'm telling you. It's just so much better. So much better. I think all these will fit. So, guys, this is garlic and parsley. This is not, I don't know, is that salt in it? I didn't bother to look and see. No, it doesn't have salt. It's just garlic and parsley. So, that's just garlic and parsley. It doesn't have any salt in it. This has salt in it. Put this little piece in there. Like I said in my video before, I don't waste food. Ever. I don't waste it. Okay? I don't waste food. Alright, guys. So, our meat is in there. We're going to time it for 10 minutes. And I'm going to turn it back up to like 6.5, something like that. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let this cook right here, this chicken. I'm going to go ahead and put some water in here so I can go and get it boiling, so I can get my broccoli, cheese, and rice done. And then I'm going to show you guys my kale soup. Awesome! Guys, I'm hoping my camera is right. Okay, so guys, the timer just went off for the chicken, so it's time to turn the chicken and put the timer back on for 10 more minutes. Okay? Now, the chicken is not going to be browned yet because it's got a lot of juice in here. The point of it is to cook it first. It cooks it first and then it'll brown. You got to cook it first. You don't want to brown it and then it ain't cooked. So, trying to flip them over real quick. Alright. So, nope. Alright. So, guys. Alright. So, now I'm going to show you guys how to build my kale soup. So, guys, what I have here is some chicken broth. This is chicken broth. I use both chicken and beef broth. You can use either or. But this is the brand that I chose. And this was also really cheap. It was like $2. Yeah, they're going up. They used to be $1. Now they're not anymore. So I'm going to use this whole thing of chicken broth. The entire box. The chicken broth takes forever to come out. Come on, thing. I'm going to give it a good squeeze. I'm going to squeeze you out. Alright, all my chicken broth is gone. And again, I'm going to show you guys the brand I have. So if you want to definitely get it and build your own kale soup. There we go. Awesome. Alright, guys, of course you cannot have kale soup without actual kale. I just washed some kale. I washed some mushrooms. And I have my kale right here along with my mushrooms here, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and throw them in. Some people chop up their mushrooms. I don't really care. So, I have here, guys, some zucchini noodles. These are my actual favorite. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my zucchini noodles. And just about half of this container of zucchini noodles, because this is going to be, this pot is about 3 to 4 meals, probably about 5 meals for me. This kale soup, I'm the only one who eats it. My family will not eat it. So I'm basically prepping myself, that way I don't have to continuously keep making different things every day. I already have something prepped and ready to eat for lunch. So this is my lunch that I'm making for you guys. Well, I'm not going to have this for lunch. This is going to be dinner for me for tonight. But, of course, I'm going to have it for already prepped and in the fridge for tomorrow. And I don't keep food. I don't like keeping, like, food no more than 24 hours after I cook it. Not 24 hours, 48 hours. Sorry about that. 48 hours. After 48 hours, then I will discard this. But I'll probably finish it by then because I love veggies so much. The only seasons that I'm going to put in here is lemon pepper, of course. I just put a little parsley. This is actually not a season. This is actually for decorations. I just put this in for the color, to give it that little color. Not color, but give it that display. You know, parsley brings out the display. And I just put a little bit in there because, and I always put it in there because of the reason. Whenever I finish a dish or whatever and I know I'm supposed to put parsley on it, I always freaking forget. So it's just my way of saying, hey, you got the parsley in there. It's not going to do shit. It's just more for decorations. Oh my goodness, I cracked myself up. Alright guys, so also I'm going to put in there some peppers. So I have here red peppers, green peppers, and onions. Normally I have my yellow peppers and my orange peppers, but as you can see, I don't have those today. Just these 2 peppers, and of course, I'm not sure if onion is a pepper. I mean, not a pepper, but like, I don't know why I even said pepper. It just didn't sound too bright. Anywho, guys, so I'm gonna put some of these red peppers and green peppers and onions in here real quick. You can put however many you like. I like veggies. It's my thing. So, of course, you know I put a good bit of veggies in here. I'm going to keep most of those onions because I'm going to use it for when I make homemade meatloaf, which will be tomorrow. For dinner, it will be meatloaf. So tomorrow's dinner is meatloaf. Alright guys, so I have everything in there for my kale soup. I'm just going to give it a stir. Well, no, the only thing I don't have in here is the meat. Now, unless you're a vegetarian, this would be great for you. But I do put meat in here. Normally, I either put tuna or chicken. So, but the kale's got to cook. You know, everything in here has to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on 8 and let it cook. Alright guys, so I'm going to cook this kale soup for an hour and a half because I want those flavors to mix perfectly together. So it has a good bit of broth in it. So as I'm cooking it for an hour and a half, it's going to simmer down, and it's going to still have soup in it, but it's going to cook all the way. Like, it's going to mix all those flavors up together as it's cooking. And that's what I want. I want all those flavors to be mixed together. And y'all, I'm telling you, everybody always cooks everything properly, like on the exact time. That is true, but if you actually try to make soup and just cook it a little bit longer and let those flavors mix together, I'm telling you guys, it is just like OMG. OMG. So that's going to cook for an hour and a half, guys. My chicken here is starting to brown, and my water back there is looking for its rice. So let me go ahead and get that in. Alright guys, let's see how our chicken is coming along right now. I no longer need a timer because they are cooked. Now I'm just going to brown them. I'm going to brown them. Okay, I am going to need a timer for this one because I cooked these for, I believe, 10 minutes. Covered for 7 minutes. Oh. So, okay. Got me. Alright, so guys, I'm pouring the rice in here. It's this, sorry guys, it's this cheddar broccoli. It's cheddar broccoli rice. So we turn our rear down because once it comes to a boil, that's when you turn the heat down and you let it sit for 7 minutes. So guys, if you're wondering how to make hamburger helpers, it's the same way. Trust me, there's a lot of people that don't know how to make hamburger helper. It's crazy. But it's really easy. Okay. Because this is so freaking thick, that means I didn't use enough water. I am going to add, so guys, I have a lot of broth in my cabinet. So I'm going to add some broth in it. And I'm going to have to turn it back up again because I add water to it. And if I let it sit like that, then it's going to not come out the way I want it to. So mothers, fathers, cooks, y'all know how we do. Y'all know how to fix them. Y'all know how to fix it. So I'm going to put some more broth in there because it's still too thick. Alrighty, that'll work. So you gotta know how to fix it, guys. You gotta know how to fix it, because when it gets thick, you gotta put more liquid in it. I know you don't really want to. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overcook it. We're not gonna overcook this rice here. Not at all. All right, guys. Let's take the lid off our chicken. Y'all can hear it sizzling. Use a little season. We'll season. This is just to give it some color. So I try not to use barbecue sauce, you know. I try and do it like baking it on the stove. Yeah, it burns for me, it's burning my pans. But, I mean, this pan is old. All these pots are really old. I've even talked to my husband, and we're going to get new pans and stuff this weekend. So I'm not worried about it. You know, got to deal with it until then. So, it's cool. I'm alright with this. I'm grateful. Very grateful person. Very grateful person. I am. Alright, it's already starting to boil, and that's when you turn it down. You gotta turn it down. Alright, these are done. Want to see them? So I'm going to swap you two out. So this is me multitasking. This is an everyday thing. Imagine if I'm doing 6 items up here. And most times, you know, on the weekends, on like holidays and things like that, if I feel like I'm in the mood to make a big meal, then that's what I would do. But right now I only have 2 for dinner, and of course 2 for dinner and 1 for myself. And this is pretty simple, but you know, it's also about to be summer. The sun is out. I try not to turn on the air conditioner as often because you know, guys, electricity is through the roof sometimes, and taxes and just so much stuff going on now. It's just, we got to be very cautious of what we buy and how we spend and everything. You know, if you can find an easy way to do something, I would recommend you do it. All right, guys, kale soup. Smooth the hair. Kale soup is looking good. So once it starts cooking, that's where I will add my apple cider. And there's so much broth in it, guys. You're not really going to taste the apple cider. Because I know some people probably like, she's putting a whole lot in there. Trust me. It takes probably about, how much apple cider I put in here? Probably about, probably about 5, maybe 6, 7 tablespoons. You know, that's not bad. I like apple cider. I cannot say I'm an apple cider freak, but I do like apple cider. Do I use it like, you know, when they do like the apple cider and water? I use it for my tea, but it's like every 3 days. 3 days out, not every 3 days, but 3 days out the week I use apple cider. You know, no one really knows what apple cider is really doing to the body. The only thing we really know is that it helps you to lose weight. But there are pros and cons to apple cider. There are ways of abusing it. But just because it's good for someone's body, like one person's body, it may not be good for the other. So you got to be cautious of all kinds of things that people tell you. And it's good to experiment with different things. That is true. It's good to, you know, experiment and, you know, try new things, you know. Change them up if you have to. Whatever, you know, you got to find what works for you, you know. And for me, I had to learn to pretty much open up and actually just, you know, take in things that I know, but there could be easier ways of doing it, or there could be a better way for results, you know. And it's good to be able to be open to just others. You have to be open to others and willing to learn something you probably already know, but there could be something good in what they're saying to you that you don't know. So it's good to be open to others, because you never know. You never know. There could be something that you're missing that you need. So, of course, I forgot to mention this. Chicken patties are for the kids. The chicken I make for me and my husband, because I try making the chicken breast for the children and they will not eat it. So I'm going to take this chicken breast and I'm just going to put it in my kale soup. Just one of them. Well, you know what? I'll take that small one too. And I'm going to put it in there. Because what's going to happen, it's going to boil and boil and boil and boil for about another 30 minutes. And then Sorry, I should have. That didn't come out right. It's gonna boil. It's gonna boil, and it's going to just fall apart. It's gonna break up on its own. That's what I want. Yes, guys, y'all have to excuse me. I know this is a big lid for this one, but it's underneath the counter. The counter in the cabinet, and I picked the first lid I saw, and it said, "Hello, put me on you." Put me on you. I meant put me on it. Oh my goodness, today is the day for me. Hey guys, I apologize. The kids were ready to eat, and I had to go ahead and get them fed. But here's a picture of their meal. And next, I will show you guys the kale soup. Guys, I wanted to show you the kale soup. You see how it simmered down? It's off, but it's still boiling because it's still hot, you know, and it's still on the eye. But that's what I'm talking about. It's not completely gone, but it's so low, and you can see where it's not even the broth color anymore. It's mixed all those flavors in there. All those flavors are in that soup. That's what I'm talking about. And as I touch this chicken, of course, hang on a sec. So, I'm right-handed, y'all. So y'all see? You see how it's coming apart? I'm going to put some in a bowl, and I'm going to show you guys. So guys, I put it inside of my soup bowl. So guys, again, there's zucchini noodles in it. There's red peppers, green peppers, some onions. There's kale. There's, of course, some say grilled chicken because I did it on the stove. It's a little brown. But grilled chicken and mushrooms and broccoli. Broccoli, Lord Jesus. Not broccoli, y'all. Broth and apple cider vinegar. So guys, this is my kale soup. Oh my god, I'm gonna love it. This is gonna be so freaking good. But I just wanted to show you guys. Oh god, look at that. Look at all those flavors. Beautiful. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys at 8 o'clock for training. Love you.